Hello guys, this is me, Dark Cloud, one more time with what is going to be the final episode of Hitman Blood Money. And if you thought I hated the White House mission, you won't believe what I had to say about this one, because it's not technically a mission. Oh fuck, I can't play it on easy. It sucks. So I guess I had to play this on normal difficulty, which is going to make my life even that much more miserable. Oh, that's so bad. So I guess that's a fun, interesting thing, is that this game tracks difficulties separately. So each difficulty is basically its own campaign. That's a really awful decision. So I was going to play this last mission on easy mode because it's that kind of mission where you don't want to play it on any difficulty other than easy. But I guess we're screwed. And this is another one of those things where, like, it's clearly a set piece. It's clearly a set piece more than it is a level. Even more so than the White House was, because the White House did have the pretense of being an actual mission. This is just a finale, a way to wrap up the game's story that I already don't care about. So Hitman basically detects that someone is coming after him, so he sneaks around, kills his birdie friend, and waits the ambush. And guess what? It's Diana.
47, Diana.
What are you doing here?
Easy. I had to sneak in. The place is surrounded by hundreds of SWAT members right now. They're getting ready to move in. I had to warn you. There's still time for you to escape. I've got a plan.
I don't buy it. You've got nothing to gain here. The smart play would have been getting out of the country.
Out of the country? We're dealing with a franchise here, 47. Borders don't stop them. You're my last chance.
You know my terms. Cash on the nail.
Don't you get it? You have to fight them. But if you try to do it alone, you're a dead man.
Death is always a risk.
Read carefully, 47. It's a bold plan.
Where is this wheelchair guy right now? Bitch!
So Diana sedating 47 and putting him into a near-death state so that she can use him later. I mean, you'll see this coming.
We've got 4 minutes before he's cold, people. Let's move.
I've never actually killed a man before. It was surprisingly pleasant.
Very nicely done, Diana. You've earned my trust. Welcome to the franchise.
They make it out that she's betrayed 47, even though they're going to reverse that in literally about 5 minutes.
Indeed.
And again, this is all story shit, and this is not the cool part of Hitman. This is just kind of filler in a way. Just a tying up of something that no one really concerned about in the first place. At least no one I'm not concerned about it. I don't know if people actually care about the story to Hitman Blood Money, but I wasn't one of those people.
Who actually killed him?
That's the most delicious irony of all. He stumbled coming over the compound wall, severed his spinal cord on the rocks. The world's most nefarious.
And that, yeah, and if you couldn't tell that he was lying this whole time,
How'd you confirm his identity?
His
there you
DNA
go.
includes signature sequences
He's lying.
from the 5 men of the Ortmeyer project. It's biologically impossible for anyone but the Ortmeyer clone to have that DNA.
You're giving me all this as an exclusive. Why me?
We admire your objectivity, Rick.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. We need to get to the chaplain. 47's ashes are going to take pride of place on my mantle.
And that kiss that Diana gave him is an antidote that will bring him back to life. Or resuscitate him from the poison she just put in him. So the credits are technically rolled, but if you mash the buttons and restore his health... Oh man, he takes forever to fucking reload. Did I? Okay, no, there's more coming. I was like, did I do that first try? That would have been cool. Because this mission is infuriating because it is just a straight up fight. There is nothing you can do. It is a one-on-one duel. Or I guess it's not a one-on-one, it's a large duel that you can't get out of. So only 2 people left. It's just everyone who is armed is now dead. Basically, 47 is now believed dead by the world. And so anyone who witnessed the fact that he's still alive needs to die so that he can keep his cover. And this is a thing where I don't know how I got that right the first time. This time, because that usually is a protracted fight that takes me several tries to get right. I got supremely lucky. And it's just, I was going to try to demonstrate why that mission was so bad, and then I accidentally did it right the first time. Because it's just combat, and if you're doing the combat Hitman Blood Money, you've probably screwed up because it's bad combat. The gunplay in this game is awful. So the fact that they chose to end on that note is a really questionable decision on their part. The gunplay in this series has never been good. And it's decent, I suppose, in the new game, but it's not something you want to rely on. Yeah, there is 47 with half of the agency just living the life. And this will get retconned in the next game, so who cares? And that is Hitman Blood Money, a great game mired by a really terrible ending. And to be fair, a lot of games have terrible endings, so that's not too surprising. But it's still a problem. Well, you see that with Deus Ex, Human Revolution, with Blood Money, Absolution. Well, that's another problem. The whole game was bad, but the ending was also especially terrible. Like, there are so many games where they just fuck it up at the very end. Mirror's Edge, as an example, also a game with a terrible ending. Far Cry 3 from the Let's Play. Just thinking back to the Let's Plays I've done with Sam. It's amazing how prolific a problem that is, where just the ending of a game is bad. You know, Cooney, I'm sure someone's gonna fight me on that one, but I thought the ending of the game was also pretty terrible. and I guess that makes this game no different from many of its other contemporaries, but it's still a glaring problem where the entire game is spent with you experimenting with these systems, learning them, and discovering the patterns in each mission. And then at the end, it's just a linear scripted sequence and a gunfight. And that's it. That's all you get. And what's next? If my plans, if I keep to my plans, what's going to happen next is that I'm going to play the new Hitman, and at time of recording, only half of the episodes have come out, so that might take longer than this takes. But then we will compare that new Hitman with Blood Money, and we'll see how they've improved, if they've improved. We will talk about things they've learned from going from Blood Money into Absolution and then to the new Hitman. And I hope it's an interesting time for you guys, as well as, well, obviously I'm going to enjoy it because I'm going to be playing Hitman. But I hope you guys also enjoy both this series and the series on Hitman 2016. So I'm just going to let the credits play, and that will be it for me. Have a nice day, guys. I will see you next time.